All right, so we're going to talk about elevations, sections, and basically the vertical elements of what we do. It's a relatively short lecture, so it's not complicated, but there are a few things that you have to understand about it. So we'll try and get that across. All right, so you're looking at a perspective right now of a kitchen. Typically, we do elevations in the kitchen. Okay, we do elevations of any element that we want to convey a vertical dimension. Okay, so in this classroom, I would do an elevation of the board wall. I would do an elevation of the back wall, both back walls, this one and that one. And I would do an elevation of that casework. Okay? On the outside, I would do an elevation of that window. Because all of those have vertical elements that I need to be specific about or that I care about. If I don't do that, I will get whatever the contractor wants. Today, I get a call from a contractor, and he's like, can you come down and show us where you want to put the tack board? And I'm like, well, look at the architectural drawings. There should be an elevation that shows you exactly where the tack board goes in relation to the end wall, and where it starts and where it stops, how high it is off the ground. He's like, let me call you back. I haven't heard back from him. Because he found it. Okay? That's the point of the elevation, is to convey that concept or that information to the contractor. If you don't care where they put it, then you don't have to draw it. Okay? But 9 times out of 10, we're going to care. All right? And so, we have to understand the difference between a section and an elevation first, and what gets put on the drawings. Because quite honestly, my elevation from me standing and looking back at that wall, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, I've got 5 rows of desks. I've got 4 desks in each one. I've got casework. Okay? So if I'm standing here, I show one thing. If I'm standing all the way back here, in front of all of this crap, I see another. Everybody understand that? Okay? So I'm going to, if I'm showing it from the front of the room, I've got to draw all these desks. If I'm showing it from here, I only have to show that information, which is going to include the face of this wall, this door, and all of these tack boards. All right? All the way to the corner of this wall, this wall. That's it. And then I show how high off the ground it is. I show where the outlets are. If I don't, which we didn't in this particular case, you get them wherever you want, wherever the electrician puts them. If I tell him where to put it, then if he puts it in the wrong spot, he's got to come back in and put a new one in and fix the damage that's been done to the tack board. That makes sense to everybody? Okay. I didn't care where the outlets went back there, so we didn't deal with it. So, whereas the section, on the other hand, is going to show the interior wall as well as the elevation of the of whatever it is we're trying to show. So I'm going to do a section first. I'm going to go straight through my object here, and then I'm going to put an elevation in. So this is a section. See that? See how you see the wall? There's a wall, and there's a wall. I see the ceiling. Okay, here's my ceiling, and I see my floor. Okay? Versus the elevation where I don't see the wall. but I see all of this stuff. Everybody got that? No?
Can you go back
To the section?
Yeah.
That's a section. Okay, it's showing the wall. There's a wall. And there's a wall. It's showing the floor. And it's showing the ceiling. Okay? Everybody got that? Elevation only shows the actual wall information. So, if I were to take my elevation, right now, you see where I am? So all I'm seeing is all of this stuff. If I pull this elevation back and I go behind all of this cabinetry, I'm going to see this end. I'm not going to see the inside of it like we just saw. See, I see the end cabinet. Oops. See the difference? See, I'm seeing this right here. I'm actually seeing the inside wall of that. I'm seeing this wall right here of that cabinet versus
Supposed to represent like
the elevate. Yeah, it's because I chose something. I chose it. We're going to talk about symbols in a minute. Okay, everybody see that? So then I would proceed to dimension this and put in whatever information that I need to convey the heights of things. Yeah, that's gonna.
Are you using Revit?
Yes. So it should be 2 foot, almost 3 feet.
So it automatically has
Revit does, yes. Okay. So you pick all of that stuff up. So to look at it in that perspective mode, okay, so this is what you're seeing, okay, as we show the elevation of all of this stuff, okay. So let me go back and let me take out the crazy thing now. And we'll put in some cabinets so you can actually see what is going on and so you get used to seeing Revit. So I'm going to put in some base cabinets here. Double door, 2 drawer now. Make sure I get the right. I gotta make sure it's going the right way. Let me get rid of this elevation symbol too. And the section. Good. Nothing fancy about it. Base cabinet, single door under the drawer. So you can see what one of those looks like. Modify. How about a base cabinet? Double door. So there's some cabinets. Okay. Everybody see that? Now I'm going to put a countertop on it and then put some, hopefully I get the right countertop. Countertop, L shape. Oops, didn't quite get there, did I? Maybe I did get there. That was too far on the other one. So now we have countertops. Or a countertop. Now I'm going to put some wall cabinets in, okay? Oops. So if you see wall cabinets, let me know. Base. Countertops. Upper cabinets. So we have wall cabinets. Okay? So we can all see that. Everybody good? These are glass cabinets because I was kind of stupid and put the wrong ones in.
How high are those cabinets?
Huh?
24. No, I'm serious. Is that a standard size?
It pops them in at the right height, if that's what you're asking.
So what height is that?
Huh?
What height did it pop it in at?
Whatever height I wanted it to. I'm kidding. Hang on, let me slide this out.
We're gonna call your mom and tell her you're making us do it.
No, this isn't her kitchen. It's all right. So your question is how tall are they, right? Okay, so I'd shoot an elevation. Go into that elevation. Okay, so there it is. All right, now what I want you to notice is this dashed line before I get to the heights. All right, this shows the door opening. We talked about this several weeks back. In an elevation or in a section, when you're showing the face of a cabinet, you have to show the door swing, even if it's a door. Okay, if I had a door over here, I'll punch a door in. Better do what I want it to do. Nothing like a very, very bad installation. Okay, why did I put that door there? Exactly. Good. How high is a residential door? How tall is a commercial door?
8.
7 foot. So you see the dash line here. So when you're drawing manually, you got to put those dash lines in. Okay? That represents where it comes to the vertex, or the point represents the hinge. So just imagine 2 hands grabbing the door at each corner and pulling it open. Okay? That's why they show up like that. Okay?
Oh, cool, so the corner, that's the hinge.
The corner represents the hinge. So now we go back to the height. Since nobody believes me. What are we looking at height here for this?
18. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Are you talking about the backsplash or the?
I don't know. I'm asking you what height you want. There's 1'6", 18 inches. Everybody got that? For the countertop height. Cabinet height or to the countertop is 36. When you actually measure from here to the cabinet, it is 2 foot 10 1/2 or 34 1/2 inches. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, plus the 1.5 inch for the countertop.
Correct. Okay, so this is an elevation. You have no wall component. Okay, but they are showing the actual floor. Okay, if I were to do a section, really stinks that it does that. See how I'm seeing the wall and the ceiling? Okay, along with the floor. So your dimensions, if we went to it, we go back to an elevation now, are going to be, let me just change the scale. We go from here to the countertop. Sometimes it doesn't like to play nice. So you put that one in. You're going to do again, you're going to go from here to here and put this one in. And then you're going to go from here to here and put this one in. Now, if I had shelves inside, right now I'm seeing the ends of those cabinets. Everybody understand that? Because that is where my elevation is showing. If I pull this section up through the cabinet, I should see what's inside the cabinet. Does that make sense? Because the section's going through the cabinet. So now I can see the base, the toe kick, countertop. Everybody see that? There should be a shelf. If I had a shelf in here, it would show up. Okay? You have to draw all of that stuff. Okay? If, yes. Okay. Yeah, you just draw it like you would normally draw anything else with the appropriate heights and such. So since, you know, we're sitting here, I'll go ahead and put this in. Same heights. Hold on, let me change my scale.
So we're going to be doing this in this class?
Yes. Of the kitchen that you have. Just one wall. Okay. So you'd have those heights. If it was important to have this dimension for some odd reason, never works right. And I put that dimension in there. Okay? If these dimensions were critical for some reason or another, then I'd pop those dimensions in.